Greetings to everyone tuning in from England, Scotland and Wales. Whatever restriction regime you're in, and whether you're at home or in another workplace, the party hopes that you and yours are managing to stay out of harm's way. Thank you for what you're doing individually and collectively to keep each other safe and cared for. And a special shout to the several million essential workers who at great personal risk are working to keep our society and communities running. Thousands of you on poverty wages and degraded conditions. We repeat today and must not forget that COVID-19 came to a public health service unable to cope after years of privatisation and cuts. It came into austerity-induced deprivation on a mass scale, and it came into a world of deepening economic recession with all its merciless impacts for working people of job losses, closures and scaling down. Boris Johnson's government has shown itself both incapable and criminally unwilling to deal with the crisis. It has done and continues to do everything to protect the interest of the monopolies and big business, while abandoning whole sections of the working class to the virus and to poverty and deprivation. What we are facing now is not inevitable. Lockdown fatally delayed in March. Too soon afterwards, the government putting the economy, not people's safety, to the fore and lifting restrictive measures, urging people back to unsafe workplaces, opening shops, bars and restaurants, sending 1 million students back to universities and children back to school. Then, in total disregard of scientific advice, refusing a nationwide lockdown in the face of a forecast and inevitable second wave. The results have been catastrophic, and tragically, the worst is yet to come. Prioritisation of wealth over health is destroying the real potential of diminishing risk, alleviating suffering, getting a vaccine soon, switching production lines to turn out life-saving equipment and other essentials we need, speeding up scientific and medical research to combat the pandemic. The sad truth is that the knowledge and skills are there, but the government, on behalf of big business, has been unwilling to bear the cost. The choice is profit or lives, and they choose profit every time. They speak continuously of the things that are needed most, but knowingly refuse to do them. A vast expansion of the network of coronavirus test centres and laboratories for analysis, an effective contact tracing and isolation system, move back from a COVID-only to full hospital service, conversion of vacant buildings for schools, laboratories, health centres, hospitals, socially distanced workplaces, and for essential services. Recent events show that the establishment in Britain hopes that COVID-19 has finally got the Labour movement and all working people off its back, driving home the defeat of socialists in the Parliamentary Labour Party, dampening the upsurge in progressive thinking that has characterised recent years, and preventing regular mass mobilisations and demonstrations from coalescing into an organised extra-parliamentary and anti-business alliance. It has not. Though you can't see us in lockdown, we are still there. And the party calls on you, wherever you are and whatever your circumstances, to demand that the government listens to the advice of scientists, physicians and frontline workers. That everything that can be done to limit the spread of the pandemic is done. That everything is done to develop a vaccine, that it is funded, that all workplaces have to be safe and essential workers protected. In restricted circumstances, everyone must have enough to live on, including food and shelter. Jobs must also be preserved, and the multitude of companies using the pandemic as an excuse to reduce the labour force, according to pre-pandemic plans, must be exposed. All conspiracy theories must also be exposed for the dangerous lies they spread and the fear they engender. All these things are essential and possible to make a circuit breaker work and to secure our future. You must listen to the advice, but you must not keep silent. Campaign and organise. Stay safe, look after each other, and never cease to build for tomorrow.